Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. So, before we get started here, I just want to point out, the Venerable Storm and the Evil Fury are the two teams that we have not yet played. So, the result of these next two games actually still matters quite a bit. We have to win at least one of these games to be safe. So it turns out the tension's going all the way up to the end. Also, I do want to say thank you to the always helpful Nico B, who pointed out that there is no way I should be considering buying a 12th player while I still only have one team reroll. Yes, that's absolutely 100% correct. I kind of forgot about team rerolls. That's definitely what we'll need to do with our money. I do want to point out, I don't talk about the costs of team rerolls very much, but Dark Elves actually have some of the, I think maybe even the cheapest team rerolls in the entire league, which helps to offset the incredibly expensive players. Team rerolls have a normal cost of only 100,000 for Dark Elves, so we'll definitely be able to get one after this game, win or lose. Even if we lose and roll a 1 on winnings, we'll still be able to afford a second one to take into our game against the Wood Elves next week. Alright, I know what you look like. So they were able to afford a Bloodwiser Babe. Obviously, we're holding all of our cash.
To our previous thoughts and rumored sponsorship deals are purely coincidental.
Alright, let's see what we got here. So they have exactly 11 players, we have exactly 11 players. I gotta watch out for attempts to leave us shorthanded. Alright, I think we're just gonna do a normal 3 guys on the line thing. When you set up for kick, yeah. May not be set up in the wide zone or on the line. Yeah, the kicker has to be in the middle area. So now with these guys being elves, there's a couple of things we have to be aware of. First of all, those take-off, long run and receive plays are possible here. So we have to be very careful about letting people through, which means that we're going to be setting up in the vertical lines here. The other thing we have to be pretty careful about, you know what? The other thing we have to be pretty careful about is Frenzy, which means that probably this is not a good place to set up, because, right, this Witch Elf could just blitz us off the field. So why don't we, if they feel like running out and being along the sideline, I say we just let them. Alright, we have kick. Look at that. It's beautiful. So I'm going to try to kick it. It's dangerous to put the arrows right up against the edge, because while the kick, like if I kick from here, the furthest out it could land is here, the ball will bounce after it hits the ground, and if you kick right against the edge, it can still land out. But I also don't want to kick it directly on top of this runner. So we'll aim it here. Okay. So they're going to get their 3 punches on the linemen. I mean, not a lot we can do about that, right? They're going to be doing a lot of that stuff, a lot of dodging out, because, of course, elf-on-elf matchups are full of that. It'll be nice to be playing a team where I'm not terribly outmatched on the punching front, though. Putting all these dodge players right up on us. See, it kind of feels to me like maybe somebody on this side of the field should have gone to get the ball. I suppose they can just give it to Talith, though. He does have sure hands. I'm sure that's the plan. If multiple block does work with stab, why didn't he go for 2 stabs there? I don't know. It might... The interaction might not actually work. I have no idea. In fact, I might pull up the LRB on the other monitor while they're taking their turn here. Now, of course, the second I start typing. Blood Bowl rules. Okay. We'll look at that in a second. So, they've left their runner not terribly well defended. We could try to break down this Witch Elf. It's tough. It's always tough to do. But right, we could set up somebody to provide an assist, have our Witch Elf go after her, since our Witch Elf has Mighty Blow. If we can get her down, there's a pretty good chance of at least an armor break, and then we can pressure this guy from behind and from the front. So let's see, I would want to put you here. Yeah, this is how we'll use our blitz. I guess, actually, maybe I should just stab her. I should definitely just stab her. This was not a good use of my movement. I mean, I couldn't have gotten too much closer to this guy anyway, and I suppose this does mean that she'll at least have to roll some dice to get free to help with the ball. But I think I should just stab her. Because we need a POW to knock her down. There's actually only one face on the die that works, what with her having block and dodge. We have 4 dice in which to roll it. The odds are still pretty bad. The odds of the stab working out are way better. Alright, let's declare our blitz. We'll run around to this side. You know, if she doesn't go down, we'll be glad I put somebody adjacent to her, too. Oh, looks like we got her. Alright, a KO, not bad. Now, they do have a Bloodweiser babe, so she's more likely to wake up than normal. Yeah, I'm going to put up this GFI. Hopefully we won't have to reroll it. Okay. But I think it's worth marking the ball carrier. That's valuable. Now, how do we want to handle this situation? We could put the lineman here, deny these assists. That would let Draven hit this guy with a 2-die block. His block and dodge, it's not like super valuable. They've done a good job of making sure that the players on the outsides are a little bit tougher. Right, because it's hard to generate assists against either of these two given the positions of their players. I guess just trying to drop blitzers is valuable. It's unfortunate. I'm debating whether I want to follow. I think I do. Yeah, go ahead and shadow me. I don't care. That's actually good, because he was able to provide an assist until he did that. Oh, if I do this, I'm putting my runner, my high strength, low armor value player in harm's way. Yeah, that's right. It has to be this guy for safety. Oh yeah, here's where the 2-die block is. Do I want to put this guy into a position where I can take another swing at him? I don't think so, actually. With him having block and dodge, it's so difficult to knock him down, and we actually can't put an assist on him. I could put my runner over here, and we could take a proper swipe at this guy. He's pretty likely to go down, actually. But if it doesn't work, that means that their assassin is just standing adjacent to my runner, which I'm not overjoyed about. Oh, you know what? We can do this. We use the assassin to get a 2-die block here, and then if we roll at least a push, then we have this assist on that guy. Okay, that's a down. I'll take that. There we go. Now we get to hit their assassin without having to expose one of our 7 armor players to him. I'm done for the turn, right? Yeah, I don't really think I want to do anything else. I'm going to take the both down. I guess I said I was going to stop doing that, didn't I? Because it keeps working out against me. But damn it, that's not the way math works. I know it's good for us to take these both downs. It's just, we've been unlucky. Alright, let's scroll through this PDF real fast here while this is taking place. Yeah, they're trying to set up a pass. Fortunately, we have 4 agility and we make like pretty okay interceptors. Interceivers. You know what I mean. Oh, he's down. He's alright. He'll be fine. So the smart version of this play is they dodge out for the pass and like run all the way over to here, make the pass from there. I probably can't intercept. I don't know. We'll see what they do. In the meantime, skill descriptions. Where are we? Just kind of standing around, huh? Come on, fail the dodge. Yes! Alright, they only have 2 rerolls. Really? They chose not to use a reroll there. Don't I just score here? I mean, the odds are pretty good. So yeah, we're going to go for the score. But, thanks to your feedback, I am remembering that I should go and throw stabs before scoring, because missing a stab can't result in the turn ending. Okay, yeah, and I have enough movement that I don't have to do any GFIs for the goal. So let's see if we can just drop their assassin, huh? He's the only 7 armor player I can easily reach. Yes! That is how you use a knife. Didn't actually get anything out of it, but it was a good start. They should definitely have re-rolled that failed dodge. Alright, let's start let's start the drive over again, shall we? Just exactly as it was before, except this time I have a point. I like it, it's a good start. I think I still want to kick the ball away from the Witch Elf. That's honestly what is mostly motivating this corner versus the other corner, is I just want to be away from the Witch Elf. It's a good kick. Well, I thought it was a good kick. Turns out to be a pretty high kick. So yeah, they get to put the ball on a guy with dodge. Interesting that they chose to put it on a guy with just dodge instead of block and dodge, though. That would have been much more likely to result in a touchdown. Well, that's gutsy. She's probably getting surfed. I think there's a real good chance that we're going to see some Witch Elf on Witch Elf violence here. That ends with the entire crowd on Witch Elf violence. Ah, he has block. What a jerk. I am not seeing a lot of text in this rules document. Oh, fail it. Aw. That would have been good. So I see what they're doing. They're daring me to surf their Witch Elf instead of their guy who has 5 agility. It's a tough call. Okay. Player with this skill is armed with something very good at stabbing. Look at this, like, half-assed cage. Aw, that's a shame. That's even more of a shame. I mean, they've given us the blitz into their ball carrier, though. It's tough. I really wanted to surf this Witch Elf, but I kind of think we got to take this opportunity. I guess it's a little tricky. No, it's not. I was going to say it's a little tricky because it's we can't just run this guy up to provide the assist blockage. But in fact, we totally can because we just go around this guy. So yeah, we mark him, and then have one of the blitzers, doesn't really matter who, come in on this guy, and we're looking for either defender down or both down. Over 2 dice. It is a shame not to be able to punish these guys for standing in the position they're in, but I think hitting the ball carrier is way better. Especially since we can't punish both of them. If I could take all of their distant receivers out, if there were only one, I would probably do that and then just make them march the ball up the field. Alright, so let's do this. Do I want 2 dice instead of the die that has block on it? Probably. We can't really get a 2-die block any other way. The odds of... Yeah, the odds are 1 in 3 of us getting the knockdown with this guy. Or 5/6, the inverse of 5/6 squared. Or rather the complement, you know what I mean. Not the inverse, but... Yeah, let's go for this. And I will actually take the both down if if it's the only choice. Okay, that's fine. Throw that 4 strength around a little bit. And then... we probably do want to put a little bit of coverage on these guys, right? I guess with this guy having 5 agility, we kind of have to assume that he's going to be able to make his dodges, but we can make him at least dodge away from the end zone. This is going to leave them a little bit of an opening if they can negotiate the positions that we've left these players in. And I suppose they definitely can, actually. Right, we could just have Grasping Despair get up and make them burn some actions here. That might be right. Yeah, let's do this. Let's add a little bit of pressure. Put somebody over here to fight the Witch Elf. Or at least just keep her from going wherever she wants for free. I think I am going to stand Grasping Despair back up, even though he is almost certainly just going to get knocked back on his ass, because I think we do want to burn their actions. I'm a little nervous. We've taken so many injuries. I can't threaten the ball carrier at all. What I could do is just, like... every player I put adjacent to one of their players is liable to get overwhelmed by enemy assists running out of the line of scrimmage area. Although, I guess, if they want to put up assists on this guy and the Witch Elf and stuff, that means they're not devoting that many players to the ball. He probably just plays zone for now, because I'm really not sure what to do with him. This could even remain a mark, but just be a mark where he's not already overmatched. Yeah, we can make it so that the assassin doesn't get a free stab, for instance. Oh, sorry, that's true. I may not get the choice of not being adjacent to the assassin. He might follow me anywhere, wherever I go. Okay, he failed. Ah. Yeah, I'm not going to re-roll that. That's fine. He was already down. Yeah, please, follow him up. You showed him. Well, from what I'm seeing in the rules here, the rules text of stab, it looks like you should be able to make 2 stabs with multiple block. We'll see. If our assassin somehow manages to roll doubles on his level up. Oh, they're going for the pass. They're just going to trust in the 5 agility. It's a good pass. Okay, they made the catch, despite the tackle zone. Wow, they'll re-roll that. But now he has to double GFI into the end zone. Could miss one. Didn't. Okay. It's going to be a high-scoring game, folks. Okay, we got our guy back. Scores 1-1. It's about to be my 4th turn. Okay, the good news is they stacked up. We can do some damage here. So what's going to be the best way to do that? We want to put... Hey, we probably want to just fill our line, right? Let's put a bunch of high armor players up here. Okay, so these two positions strike outward at the corners where they're receiving assists. Even a push means that guys inside now have assists. So actually, we don't have to put a guy in the middle, do we? In fact... No, we probably want the blitzers on the outside corners. In case we do get the knockdowns, I want the blitzers to be able to move to places that are relevant. Sure Hands Runner is going to be, for the moment, the target of our blitz. We'll see if anything more obvious comes up later. You know what? Maybe I want to put the assassin in the middle, just so that he can, for sure, get another shot at their assassin. And then... I think I'll give the runner and this guy reception duty. And honestly, maybe I'm just going to leave this open. No, I should cover the outsides. Where's the Witch Elf set up on that side? All right. I think we're good. So my plan for providing the assist that lets my Witch Elf do the thing she wants to do is to have somebody from this side of the line run over after these blocks are resolved. We should be okay. It should work out. Now keep in mind, even if we lose this game... Ooh, nice. Even if we lose this game, we are not necessarily going to be knocked out of the second half of the tournament. We just have to win one of our 2 games, I believe. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to stab their assassin. Excellent. Alright, I'll take that gladly. That will also do... I think I follow up here. Then we put you here. We send this runner home. I really, really, really like having a little bit of frenzy on the team. I could have taken them both down and had the chance of gaining some star player points off of an injury there, but I wanted to make sure he was off the field. And then we want her to not be on the edge of the field, obviously. Do I want to be over here? I think I want to stand here to make it very difficult for their Witch Elf to counter surf. They'll have to commit a bunch of players to be able to get, at best, some one-die blocks here. Well, I guess if they committed a blitzer of their own to this spot to provide an assist, and then somebody to deny the Witch Elf's assist, they could get 2-die blocks out, but then they have a guy adjacent to the edge of the field, and we just repeat. You guys can wait. Let's finish doing violence. Awesome. Also awesome. Okay, so now we need to figure out what is my strategy for protecting the ball. I'm going to have this dude come up here. The blitz on the assassin's pretty awkward, so I'm not too worried about him being exposed. We could contribute some additional marks, maybe? I'm not too worried about anybody getting into our backfield. Honestly, I don't think we're in a lot of danger over here, no matter what I do. I don't want to stand adjacent to a bunch of them, though. That's a blitzer. Alright. I'll have Shaved Head stand here just to kind of lengthen the distance that anybody has to run to get over here safely. And it's probably better if Destro is the one who scores the point. I mean, maybe I'm thinking ahead here a little bit, but
Loose ball is a dangerous one. The player needs to secure it fast.
this might be a passing play on our end, actually. We'll see how things work out over here on the right. Interesting. I wonder if this is implying that they intend to blitz this guy, or if they're just marking people. You know, make me roll the dodges to get a potential receiver free. You know, if they completely abandon the left side of the field, that also becomes an available passing route. And it kind of looks like that's what's happening.
Right next to a teammate.
They are, in fact, going to blitz that guy.
His strength.
They're very, very envious of his extremely cool kicking style. Well, this is interesting. So this guy, Draven, is totally open, right? He's not in a tackle zone. He has a good path downfield. We could just pass the ball to him and then have him run over to here, right? Most of their players can't really meaningfully interfere with that. It's a pretty short pass. Yeah, it's the shortest category of pass. I think we do it.
Here comes the ball.
Alright, and Destro was at 5 SPP, so that's a level up for him. And I think there's a pretty good chance that we're going to go into the half with 3 points on the board. Elf ball. That's how it goes. So, what do we want to do with the rest of the team? We want to try to discourage pursuit. There's only a couple of players on their team who actually have the ability to interrupt this play still. So we just got to put up some tackle zones and some strategic positions. Can you get close enough to be a part of this at all? I could put him over here. Honestly, though, what I'm really thinking is that we got to hit this guy with shaved head. I have 2 rerolls. I could just go for the GFI here to cancel their assists, meaning that it's pretty easy for me to like run the assassin around and cap this guy. Is it? Actually, it's still quite a lot of running. No, never mind. We actually can't really get an assist onto that guy. Well, if I run the assassin around to here, we throw this block, and it results in a down. Then this guy could move to here. We could get the assist we need. Okay, this helps cover that. All right, other guys. This is awkward, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is a pretty good position. Can we get there without spending the dodge? We can get to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can still get a blitz off. Well, the dodge and the GFI are the same roll. Actually, I think I want to go here. I'm thinking about where the tackle zones are going to end up from all of our blocking players. This guy ends up like here. Yeah. Let's go for the dodge. Oh. Not a good start. I think this is important enough that it's worth one of our rerolls. Okay. So then we put this guy here. Yeah, so I want to move up one more. Oops. Here, right? Now we have a lot of tackle zones, making it very difficult for them to approach.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
That's a bummer. Well, we gave him as much support as we could. This guy, unfortunately, has the blitz. Pretty much for free. It is only a 1-die block on the blitz, and he doesn't have block, and our guy does have block. So the odds of this working out are actually only... He's got a 2 in 6 chance of knocking us down, but only one of those 2 results doesn't leave him also down. And we've now got a second player, actually a couple of players, close enough that if we do... Oh, they're just going for the... It's making the hard dodges. Okay. They spent their last reroll there trying to get it. Alright, so now all we have to do is provide a blitz to push this guy off, and we have the point. Didn't get that exactly as cleanly as I was hoping, but we probably do have it. Right, because I just hit him from this side, and then all we need is a push to knock him to here, and we're good. That'll do. Even better. Okay, and before we run it in, obviously there's no reason not to take a free stab, even if it's not likely to work. This will give them the ball with 2 turns left in the half. It's actually still pretty scoreable, but I also don't think we can afford to wait. Yeah, they have the blitz off the GFI. I think we got to score this. And you know what? If they put it on to tie up the game 2-2 going into the second half, then they deserve it. That said, in that situation, we're receiving on a tied score, so it's not even that big of a deal. Yeah, it was right before, it's still right now. We gotta be very cautious about their potential receivers. So these guys have 6 move. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even guys in this rank could potentially make it all the way to the end zone. We need to be really careful here. If they don't run anybody further forward than they're doing right now, though, we're not going to be in any danger at all. Seven and 2 GFIs, yeah. She's nowhere near the end zone. So this guy has to run forward, or they have no threat.
Ah, good. He's got the ball. It's always embarrassing.
If this guy does make a run forward, then we actually still have to be concerned. Their assassin's name is Terror Maker? No, don't use shadowing. What are you, crazy? Hey boss, should I run over there and hug that witch elf? The thing is, if it was just the witch elf, I even might have gone for it just to stab the witch elf. And then have somebody else come over and save him if it doesn't work. But given that there, are multiple 8 armor value players adjacent to that square, seems unwise. Here's the funny part. We could score. It's not likely, but it's also not impossible. Right, if I use my blitz right here, just bomb this guy with Tiamat, and then run all 3 of these other players just into their half. Yeah, that's totally... I'm doing it. We'll hit him from this side. Wait, is that right? Pushes him to here, then everybody has to run through the... Yeah, that's fine.
Close and personal.
Need to be close. So close. Smell your breath and see the dead insect.
Alright, so we've opened up a lane, and I'm just going to get all up in their business. So now these guys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These guys are a 0 GFI move from the end zone. More than one of them. I'm not saying that we will definitely be able to score. But maybe we'll be able to score. Alright, I'm going to take an attempt at a stab here. And then we're just going to give this guy the old 2-die block. I don't think pushing him actually does anything here. Yeah, whatever. Just stay where you are, I guess. At least this way, from this position, there's a chance he will decide to throw his block at my blitzer instead of definitely throwing his standing block at the assassin, which I'm not, like, super jazzed about. We can go for another 2-die block over here. Man. In this case, we definitely push, so that this guy's not adjacent to the Witch Elf. Cannot catch a break on these blocks. Do I want to just throw the 1-die block on the assassin and hope? I think the answer to that question is actually yes. And look at that, the wages of hope. Stay put, though. Okay, that might work out in our favor. He might just immediately get up. In fact, chances are better than even that he will just immediately get up, but it's something. It's a start. Okay, I don't think there's a lot of value in... I guess standing this guy prevents this blitzer from marking somebody. Make their lives moderately more difficult. I would love to go into my receiving half up 2 points. So it's like, let's commit all possible resources to making this work out somehow. Oh, that's a really bad start from them. So if they do manage to bomb the ball downfield to this guy, or this guy, you know, any one of these dudes. Oh, they don't have a reroll left, right? Okay, that's very good for us. Right, you need to run up here and provide me an assist. But we actually want to be careful about this. I don't want Tiama to be in a place adjacent to the space that the ball carrier is going to fall into, because I don't want the ball to accidentally land in his hands. So how are we going to hit this guy? I think we'll hit him... Yeah, we'll hit him from this side. Push him away from Tiama. And we even have a reroll, and I will totally use it here if we don't get it down. Alright. Stay put. I do not want you to end up with the ball either. Okay, and then we just do this, right? Oh, I didn't throw a stab with my assassin. I was too focused. Error. An error that could have put one of their players out of the game. But this feels like a pretty great start. I think they're going to have a hard time recovering a 2-point deficit when we're receiving. Right. Nobody stays out for long. So they've decided to run their line a little bit differently. I want to be able to stab their Witch Elf. Witch Elves are so hard to put on the ground otherwise. So... this is not the right... with them having changed things, though, this is not the right lineup anymore. Honestly, we could just do that. That leaves them with a pretty easy in to our backfield, though. Right, let's move some 8 armor players out to the outsides just to be in the way here. So we're going to stab. I guess she wants to be here. Now the stab... is the stab even a good idea? Because I'm thinking, like, it's going to be hard to get this assassin down if we're not pretty careful about how this goes. Over here we have the same play that we had last time, where the guy in the middle can hit one of the edges, which will make him provide an assist on the other edge. If the assassin fails his stab, he's not in a position to provide an assist.
This is a big game, Bob.
The Witch Elf will probably want to go this way to surf the Blitzer, and then we can still deal with her. This is actually fine, I think. It's an aggressive play from them to put so many players on the line of scrimmage. Does it seem like the AI's kicks land in the back half of the field a lot? Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is go for this stab. That's a shame. She's probably going to be standing at the end of the play then. There's not a lot of opportunities to do stuff to her. So we could march this guy off, but if we do it, we risk leaving our Witch Elf in position to get surfed. I do like doing it, though. Yeah.
This player likes to be well assisted.
We'll just have to make sure that the Witch Elf is relatively defended. Notice how much I roll POWs when it's time to push people off the field. Okay. Swing this way. Making yourself a receiver, or making yourself an assister, freeing this guy up to move. Then we have a block to the middle. Okay, good stuff. So now we have this block. This guy can run over and be an assist. After this guy's pushed out, yeah, this guy runs over and assists on this. Things are going to be a little bit messy. Do I want to push him? Because we can just knock him down in his square, right? It's just when he gets back up, we can do this all over again. It's probably not worth spending a reroll on.
See some blood in Blood Bowl.
Oh, I should have used the runner up here, actually. I was, again, thinking, like, block is really important, but... The runner could single GFI up to here. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. The assist would be denied anyway. So, in fact, we can't put an assist on that guy. We could blitz... Yeah, we could blitz him to make it just a problem for him to get a free stab. We can't really get a good assist on her. I think I'd rather have the ball on the runner this time, due to the speed and the fact that it'll be a little bit harder to generate a good block on him. So he just runs up to the middle. He doesn't really need cage. So this guy could step forward, but he can't reach anybody. Yeah, that's a shame. I'm going to go for this. Let's see if we can remove this assassin from the equation.
Like a good old-fashioned fight.
That is an okay outcome. And then I'm going to put this guy over here to make it so that the Witch Elf doesn't just get a bunch of free shots at our assassin. This actually should be a pretty safe square. I think it's going to be tough for them, again, because he has 4 strength, it's going to be tough for them to put up a real threat to knocking him down. They're a little bit more likely to interfere from this side, so we'll put our guy on this side. And then here, I think I'm just going to stand here and make them throw the block. I guess I could step over here. But if we fail the dodge, I'm going to be strongly compelled to spend my reroll already because I really don't want this guy to have a direct path. I'm just not going to risk it. pretty good odds. This dude stands up, provides the assist. This guy crushes our linemen. But I think making them spend the actions... Yeah, or that guy provides the assist, whatever. Making them spend 2 players' actions to do it is valuable. Man, I really wish we'd been able to afford that reroll before this game. We are 10k short, unfortunately.
The attacker has an assist.
Okay, they didn't get it. It doesn't make a huge difference. Yep, they're gonna... Yeah, Shadow. Damn it. He could have made that a negative 2-die block if he'd been able to keep up with her. You can tell we're in their stadium. That would have been a really good time for shadowing to actually work. Well, we get to knock their Witch Elf out, and I think we'd be fools not to take advantage of it. The question is, what else do we need to get done this turn? Delivering a guy with block and dodge pretty deep into their backfield seems like a good move. We could do a handoff instead of a pass and just, like, have him go for it. He's going to get mobbed, though. That said, even if he does get mobbed, you know, if we not get the ball knocked out of our hands way down here in their backfield, again, they're still trying to make up a 2-point deficit. And then we can just have, like, a couple of random players come over and squash their Witch Elf. This is a single 2+. Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
A good time to hand off the ball.
Depends if the receiving player can grab it without dropping. Simple as that.
It's probably fine to be here. This is far enough away from the side of the field. Alright. We'll have the assassin be the one who commits the shove.
Unity is strength.
Please do not follow. The downside of Frenzy, right, is that you have very little control. I'm not too worried about putting my assassin out in the open here. If they want to spend their blitz on my assassin this turn, I'm actually, like, 100% thumbs up on that. Please, please ignore my ball carrier. Probably want to commit as many players as deep as we can. Marking this guy is unlikely to result in a good outcome, given that he has 4 agility and dodge. It's more likely to get my guy hurt than anything. But again, you know, you make him roll the dice. It's a long half, and they do only have 2 rerolls. Yeah, alright, let's commit. This play has really changed direction rapidly. I'm glad they committed so much to trying to push through my left edge, though. I'm sure I want to put him adjacent to somebody. I'm just not sure who. Put him adjacent to the assassin. I'm asking to get stabbed, but the stab roll is a 9+ here. It's not that likely to work out, and it does mean the assassin has to do that rather than going after the ball carrier to provide an assist or something.
Now that's a holding maneuver.
I probably should have just hit this guy instead of going for the dodge, honestly. Let's hit him with the blitzer. Well, I guess they're both blitzers. Yeah, follow up. Make him... We're going to make him spend these actions. I guess, to that end, I'm going to double mark here. Alright. If they want to punch us, they can punch us, but... keep some of them from running toward the ball carrier. I think that was about the best defense we could provide for him. Unfortunately, he's, like, extremely grabbable still. It does kind of look like they're setting up to just go for the one die, though, doesn't it? I feel kind of bad about putting Shaved Head in a position where he's just like 100% going to get stabbed. Alright, we got block and dodge. They have to find an actual defender down face, which they did not do. And we are now in a position where we could just dodge out to the end zone. I mean, I have dodge. I just go for this, but I'm going to remember, no reason not to go for the stab. That's a shame. Alright, free reroll on a 2+. If I scored this, it's got to be over. Yeah, there's no way, right? How many turns are left? And we have seen them score in 2. Oh no, my Witch Elf didn't get back up. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay, we have seen them score in 2. They would have to get a really solid pass playoff here, then twice successfully blitz me out in order to end the game in a draw. And honestly, I think a draw might be a good enough result to get us safe. I think it's only if we lose both of these games that we're actually out. So basically what I'm saying is I think we're set. I think we're solid. Don't wanna... I mean, leaving this guy out by himself makes him the obvious weak point in the defense, which means he's likely to get pushed, but he's got friendly tackle zones all around him, and he is the guy with block and dodge. It would be pretty hard for them to take him out. I'm just going to leave it like this, actually. I think it's fine. Plus agility guys on this side, Witch Elf's on this side. I would rather the ball go to the guy with 5 agility than the one with block and dodge. Oh, hey, we got a blitz. Well, it's him, right? We just knock him down. We could knock like this guy down and just try to get in there and score again. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's use that 4-strength blitzer, or that 4-strength runner one more time. Beautiful. I still have my reroll. If I wanted a GFI, I could go for the GFI here.
Contractually, I'm not allowed to say, Joe. Suffice to say that the matter has...
I think I'm going to stand right here and make it really awkward for this guy to contribute to the play. And then you can actually run even one space further. Yeah, we're just going to get super, super deep in their zone, and they can, you know, unravel this one. Good luck to them. What else do I want to do? I guess I should probably commit somebody else to this side. We could put somebody in front of the assassin, or... put him here. We can... They're going to have to devote so many of the guys from the backfield to worrying about this stuff that we can take advantage of the weakness of the line now. And the assassin is actually going to back up a little bit just so he doesn't get blitzed or anything. He can be the guy who plays zone defense. He'll just catch receivers. And maybe he'll even shadow them successfully. I can't believe how well this game is going. And this time I don't even really feel like it's an unusual amount of luck on our side or anything. Can they generate a good series of blocks here? They could blitz up and get a 2-die on Shaved Head, that's for sure. They have not done that. They're doing a really long bit about TV shows right now, and I'm like very barely aware of it.
Surrounding that player, they need to be very careful.
That was, yeah, that was risky. I mean, I guess you can't just leave that guy there, because I definitely get to surf him for free. But I don't necessarily think that was the way to go about it. Okay, if we get a push off here, our runner gets to corner this guy against the wall. I'm not even sure if that's the right thing to do. I don't know. Hold on. Let's try to deal with the witch elf.
This is going to be enough to come out on top.
All right. I wanted to do it with a player who had block. Yeah, follow. Stay on her.
Smells weakness.
So we could go to here, push this guy adjacent to the edge of the field, but I'm a little concerned that if I throw the block from this side... Well, if you know what, I get to see whether it results in a knockdown before I push. If it's a knockdown, I'll push him away from the sideline. Or do I want to have you run up as an assist and then take the 2-die block with the blitzer who can take advantage of the both down face as well? Yeah, actually, that's probably a better move.
This could be a sack. I love it. They're going for the ball.
Yep, good thing I did it.
Take down the ball before he can move it.
That's just such bad luck for them. I have my GFIs. I could just go for this. How likely am I to lose the ball? Actually, not that likely. We gotta put another elf. We gotta put another body on her. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna hold off for now. Let's free this guy up. We can get him up there and put some pressure on her. It's no GFIs for her right now, so we can't actually make it GFIs though, can we? I can put this guy here if she wants to run right through into the -2, then into the -1, then a free dodge. She can go for that, but that's fairly unlikely to work. What else do I do? You can have this guy come over here to provide the assist that allows us to try to crush the runner. Players with only 7 armor are a good source of star player points. Okay, we took a swing there. That was pretty good. I can make that first dodge even harder. Can he do anything, like, actually useful? Not really. He could stand here, which makes it a little bit more difficult for these guys to take down the kicker. Yeah, you're a tough dude. You can get up there and help out. Alright.
Need to be close. So close they can smell your breath.
The both down's a good idea, right? Yeah, I'm not re-rolling this, that's for sure. Yeah, it would be very silly to re-roll that, and then have to go the rest of the half without a re-roll. This is looking like, I don't know if it's going to be a record breaker exactly, but it's certainly something that's going to go down in our team's history books at least. So in their position, what they need to do is... Oh, okay, that's a way to do it. Well, she just made the rolls. Made the GFIs. And then sculled the hit. Okay. That's still very scoreable. That is a very scoreable position for that ball. And they already used their reroll here, so that's unfortunate. Okay, can I put 2 players on her? Oh, I don't even need to, right? I have a 4-strength guy. Yeah, so we don't have to make the dodge. All we have to do is find at least a push. Maybe we'll get really lucky. Nope. That's fine. I am totally fine with that. Where's my assassin? Is he in a position to stab somebody? He's not. Okay. We are definitely getting ready for that Wood Elf game. I don't know that I've ever had 5 points before. To be perfectly honest with you, you guys might be witnessing... she really got hit. You guys might be witnessing a personal record here. I don't know that I've ever scored 5 points in a game. The crazy thing is, there's still a quarter left. We could score again. This is not a good time to get silly, though. Let's make sure nothing terribly stupid happens. They got an extra team reroll. That is unfortunate. So they're going to leave the ball for the guy with sure hands. Depending on how they commit here, we might actually be able to get back there and threaten them again. We could at the very least, we could force a pass.
He's coming to help his buddy.
Also, I might get to stab that witch elf. Oh, I don't know if I think that's a good idea. I guess, how much movement does this guy have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's okay. He goes for the stab. They're going to take control of the line. That's good. That's important, given that they've done this sort of like split defense.
A fight is about to happen. They've grabbed the ball. A wise move, as it's quite fundamental to the game.
And then they're just rolling single die blocks for no reason. So this is why you don't do that. It's not even that it caused a turnover, but now this line is open. And we can do that. And I'm going to. I'm just going to... I have a reroll, right? Yeah, I'm just going to commit a double GFI and mark their ball carrier. Make them do something. Alright. What's next? What's next? I don't think I'm going to try to run away. Let's take this stab. I should have done this first. Yes! Good stuff. Actually, really great stuff.
We call that Knuckles Kiss.
And then I just run in here and mark people and like make it difficult for them to play the game of Blood Bowl. We can't really get in this guy's way. I do still have my blitz, actually, don't I? Alright, I can try to knock this guy down. That'll make it a lot harder for them to stop us from taking the ball. Beautiful. Yeah, a runner with 4 strength turns out very, very good. What a very good player. Alright, let's just get down here. Make a nice web of attackers. Where do I want to put you? Oh, he has to step around this guy, right? He can't move his full distance. Okay, so we can have Bloodman just kind of fall back, just in case things don't work out. We've got somebody in position to catch receivers. He's got 7 move. He's closer to the goal than any of them are. It's probably like put him just pretty much in the middle of the part of the field that has people on it. And then let's roll some more dice.
Come on, guys. Together.
Yeah, I'll follow up. So that's kind of an urgent thing for them now. And then over here we don't really have anything fancy we can do. I don't know that I want to throw any dice just for the, on the chance that things don't work out. That said, if one of these works out, it cascades into me being able to take real swings at all of them, but I don't... If they want to get out of there, they can use their actions and roll their dice. I think they're in a lot of danger, though. This could be a game where we score 6 points. We are gaining so much star player Star player points? So much points, you guys. So much SPP, which is a non-count noun. So many star player points. English grammar's tough. Alright, unfortunately, they do have some 2-die blocks here. This guy's desperate, trying to get out. And he has to follow up, right? He can't leave himself there, but this is not a position you're happy to be in again. He has to dodge out. I think. I don't think... Yeah, they can't get enough players back there to come and save him. So yeah, they go for this. They commit a receiver. Ooh, wow. Interesting. They commit a receiver, then he dodges out, throws a pass. It's really the only thing they have. That said, it's a real plan. And yeah, if you're going to do something like this, if you're going to be reliant on a long bomb, it's a good idea to put a couple of players around your... Okay, they are going for the blitz out. Yeah, this is why it's not a good idea. This is why you make them roll the dice. That was a 2+, and they had team rerolls. But you make them roll the dice because sometimes Nuffles like that. We've seen a lot of that, actually. So, yeah, what I was saying is, this is a good idea. If you're relying on a long bomb, put a couple players around the targeted player, because you might flub the pass, generate an inaccurate pass, and then still end up with the ball, or at least end up with the ball, like, here, where it would be tough for me to get, or something. Anyway, let's do this thing. So, we can quite easily just run up. I'm going to hit this guy from this side. And then if he doesn't go down, we have another punch with this dude. Yeah, see, this is the danger of putting the ball on a guy who doesn't have any ability to resist damage. We are going to score a 6th point. This is the actual real world that we live in today. Do I want to foul this guy? Hear me out. I really don't want him to get up and come after the ball. Even though it's just a 1-die block. 1-die blocks work sometimes. I think what I'm going to do is we're gonna stand you here and you here. And then I'm gonna put the boot to him. I'm gonna do it. But let's do some other stuff first. First we can try stabbing this guy. Cool. Good. I don't know. Maybe that should have just been a normal block, since we know that stab can't generate star player points, and this guy being injured is not meaningful to us. They did apothecary the injury off, but doesn't really have any effect. We definitely want to throw some quick punches over here. That definitely should not have been a stab. I'm too into my gimmick, I think. No, I'm not going to take the both down, because I really do want to stomp on that guy. Maybe this is horrible. But I so rarely encounter a position where I feel like it's right to throw a foul, that when I do find one, I really want to take advantage of it. And if Shaved Head gets kicked out of the game, like, oh well. Actually, I think I want to be here. Alright, a little bit of a foul assist. Wow. He really committed to that. Beautiful. And I didn't roll doubles. Ref doesn't even notice. Everything's fine. It just looked like, yeah, he got over there and then he did some calisthenics. So now they actually can't interfere with the touchdown. So we're gonna get one more blitz stab off, and then score our 6th point. And we're gonna come out of this game with like 25 star player points. Those wood elves aren't going to know what hit them. Although our team value is going to be about 1 billion going into the last game. Okay, we do still have our apothecary too. So while we could take a brutal, savage injury. It's not super likely. There's actually no point in throwing this stab, is there? Oh no, that's not true. They have one more turn left after we score. So there is a point in throwing this stab. No, sorry, I want to declare blitz first. Run over here. There is a point in throwing this stab because it could lead to one less player being on the field during the next drive, which would mean we're less likely to take an injury. Alright. Draven scored 3 touchdowns this game. On many of our teams, we don't get a player who scores 3 touchdowns through the entire tournament. And they got both their KOs back. That Bloodwiser baby's doing work. Our Witch Elf is still out. Alright, yeah, I mean, there's no reason for anybody except those linemen to be up front. This is going to be more difficult next game, right? Because one of these guys leveled up, didn't they? Yeah, so we're not going to have 3 skill-less linemen to put up on mid. We're going to have to actually make some decisions. For right now, let's just enjoy the simplicity of this action. I don't know, right here, wherever. Each team receives a bribe. Uh-oh. Well, this would be a good time for them to throw some spite fouls. This is a real thing. I have seen many players die due to spiteful fouling that literally cannot affect the outcome of the game. It is just an expression of a coach's rage. In my experience, Nuffle enjoys these actions very much. I do wish that they could... why would you do that? What is the value of that move? I do wish that they would... At least, it can't be that hard to put in a turn counter on the AI and just have certain actions not be available when it's the last turn of the half, right? I mean, you could do a real simple, kludgy version of the don't take extra rolls when they can't possibly matter on the last turn of the half thing. Alright, they still have their blitz, right? They're apparently not going to use it. That guy could have blitzed Dark Soulless. Nope, instead he's going to throw unnecessary GFIs at risk breaking his damn leg. What a game. I hope that's Draven. I didn't keep track of who has which helmet on. A 3. I will reroll a 3. Okay, I rerolled it into a 2. Great. Well, we at least have the money for the reroll. And Destro is the one who gets the MVP. That is not particularly meaningful. So yeah, we came out of this with 24 star player points. Not too shabby. So now I believe the outcome of this game doesn't matter at all. Yeah, we have 6 wins. The worst possible version of this is we lose to the Venerable Storm, and then the 2 of us both have 6 wins and we move up to the next phase of the tournament. So, pressure's off. That said, doing well in this game will still increase the value of our players, so we should, let's not take it easy on them. Also, let's roll some dice. An 11. An 11 allows a point of agility. This is the guy who has block and dodge already? I mean, we have to take it, right? If Nuffle's gonna let us feast, we feast. Can you imagine his rage if we denied his gift? I don't even want to think about it. Okay, normals on Eric Draven. So, as boring as it is, I mean, it's probably just dodge, right? We're about to play against a Wood Elf team. You know what, I suppose putting Strip Ball on one of our Blitzers is not a bad idea. Blitzers are fast, they're good at getting in places and mostly surviving. And Strip Ball will allow him to take the ball off of War Dancers, other Dark Elf Blitzers and stuff, it's not a bad idea to have a couple of players with Strip Ball. Yeah, I'm going to give him Strip Ball. I just have this natural urge to not have all of my players be carbon copies of one another. I want to take silly and weird, interesting skills more than I want to take the rightest skills. Okay. Normals on alignment at this point. Well, you can just take dodge. That's not bad. Diving tackle's not crazy, or not crazy good, rather. You can take jump up. Make it easier for him to continue to get into plays. But, like, probably we should take either block or dodge here. And when I say probably we should take either block or dodge here, what I mean is we should probably take block here. Because we're already hitting almost all of our dodges. Yeah, let's just take block on the lineman. Now, the other thing we can do is take wrestle. Wrestle's a lot like block in that it makes you not so vulnerable to that result, but it also allows you to bring down other players that have block, which can be very useful if the ball carrier has block, or if the opponent is trying to bully you with a good fighting player who has block, you can just, grab hold of him. We're taking wrestle. We're doing it. I've decided. I like wrestle. I like wrestle a lot. And we're definitely taking this. Okay, team value 1420. That ballooned quickly. I had to say, I'm pretty jazzed about these level ups, though. We've gotten 3 stat ups. So let's have a quick look at our opponents before we call it for the day here. Are they only running 1 War Dancer? Oh, they seem to have had a death or something. A death or a player who was injured badly enough to get fired. So they do have a War Dancer with plus move. That is a 9 move player with block and dodge and leap. This guy is kind of terrifying, actually. And then a little bit of block, a little bit of dodge. Actually, quite a bit of dodge. A lot of block and dodge on this team. Okay, well, they're competent at playing Blood Bowl. They all have 7 armor. They're not terribly good fighters. I'm not going to say that we'll win this next game, but I don't think we'll lose it in any way that matters. And we might be able to mess some people up and get some star player points out of it. So, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that really bizarre game. I certainly did. Come back next time. We're finishing up the group stages, and then we're headed off to the big show. And we'll see you then.